Devon Larratt surprised most of the arm wrestling community by simply destroying Hermes Gasparini on the arm wrestling table yesterday. It was a shocker to many arm wrestling fans, even to some of the people who were already expecting Devon to win 3-0. Some of those people were also surprised by seeing how easily Devon was able to beat Hermes Gasparini. That was one of the best performances ever at the super heavyweight division. We kind of always expect guys like Levan Saginashvili to dominate, but for Devon to dominate Hermes like that was nothing short of simply amazing. It was an absolute insane display of power. So right now, Devon is the number one arm wrestler in the world. He did say that it is kind of difficult to call yourself or to believe that you're the best guy in Levan's absence, but based on technicality, he is willing to take that spot. He won't deny that, and he was working really hard for that. This video is mostly about Devon, but about Hermes, I'm just a little bit disappointed because yes, right now everyone acknowledges that Devon is the number one guy because Levan is not going to compete for more than a year. But if we talk about Hermes Gasparini, not many people were saying that he's the best guy. Everyone was saying that Hermes is the number two guy, Levan is first. So Hermes has to be number one for Devon to become number one after beating him. So yeah, for a brief moment, if Devon is right now number one, then for a brief moment, Hermes Gasparini was also the best arm wrestler in the planet. East versus West 9 pay-per-view is over now. You can still purchase the pay-per-view if you don't want to wait for a week to watch all of the matches. It is still available on Core Sports website. I can see that 200 people have already joined. Thanks to all of you. Arm Wrestling for Nerds, Drunken Eddie, Cricket Lovers, Create Your Own Content, Ben Taylor, Gizmo, Todo. Thank you guys. Thanks to all of you. So let me tell you briefly what Devon Larratt had to say about his victory. This is the most shocking part to me. Devon said, and I quote, "I honestly thought that this guy was gonna beat me. I really did." So Devon was expecting to lose this super match. So right now, I have not gone back to the video where I said that Devon is going to lose 3-0. I wrote on the thumbnail 3 Devon, 0 Hermes Gasparini. I've not gone back to that video to read. Like I like to read the comments when I'm wrong about a prediction, and I go there to read it. Let's if somebody has reminded me or not that I was wrong. So Devon himself thought that he is going to lose this match. That's what he honestly and genuinely said. So I don't think we did anything wrong if we predicted Devon to lose. So most importantly, I think Hermes got in his own head. He kind of projected Devon as this unbeatable kind of super cheating, super technical person, arm wrestler in the setup that cannot be dealt with, and that kind of got in his own head. That created some trouble for Hermes Gasparini. Game lovers, raindrops of lotus leaf. So right now things are kind of getting confusing. The more super matches that we get, we tend to start thinking that things are going to be more clear now. We will know who stands where. But right now, Devon beats Hermes easier than Levan did. Hermes Gasparini is able to stop Levan Saginashvili, but not Devon Larratt. And Gennady Quickvinia beats Devon Larratt, but Hermes Gasparini beats Gennady Quickvinia. Things are getting really confusing and really weird. We don't know anymore like what is happening in the super heavyweight division. Now everyone seems to be beatable. Since Hermes was able to hold Levan and Devon beat Hermes easier than Levan, now all of a sudden everyone in the super heavyweight division, including Levan Saginashvili, feels beatable. Am I the only one who is thinking that way? What is your thought about this? Like, who is the guy who just simply cannot be beaten? Is he Devon? Well, Gennady beat him, Levan beat him. Hermes? Levan beat Hermes, and Devon now beat Hermes Gasparini. Gennady quick win, yeah. He beat Devon, but I think Levan beats Gennady, and Hermes Gasparini also beats Gennady. So things are not as simple as we thought they are going to be. Devon Larratt has created a lot of confusion once again in the super heavyweight division of World Arm Wrestling. Let's see, what are your thoughts about this? What do you guys have to say? Pradeep versus Devon. Yeah, that's the match. Pradeep, what happened to your boy? LOL. Yeah. So Jodie Larratt shared a story on her Instagram page where I was speaking about Devon, like Devon is the new super heavyweight champion of the world. Devon never ceases to amaze us, something like that. Pradeep is Indian goat. Okay, so I felt really good. I felt really good, and I'm going to pat myself on the back just a little bit here. 363 of you watching. Thanks for joining. Please hit the like button. I'm going to pat myself on the back a little bit. Why? Because yesterday I proved to myself that I am an unbiased person. So about 40%, I did a poll, about 40% said that I am a Devon Larratt hater, and 60 said I'm a Devon Larratt fanboy or something like that. So let's say many people say that I am a Devon hater, and everyone knows that Hermes Gasparini is my biggest favorite. I'm a big fan of Hermes Gasparini. He's my hero in arm wrestling. So if a person that is supposedly hated by me beats my hero, then I should be pissed off, right? If I'm biased. But then I felt like I've alleviated myself above these normal human feelings that I just don't care anymore. I love arm wrestling. I enjoy arm wrestling. I didn't feel one bit bad to see Hermes Gasparini losing, because I felt so happy to see Devon Larratt win in that super match. So I was really, really happy that I got to confirm something about myself that I already kind of knew. I'm a proud Devon fanboy. You can watch the entire stream and you can just see that I was happy after Devon won. So, answer to some of you guys who think I hate Devon, no, I don't hate anyone. Not even Neil Pickup. Neil keeps on mentioning in his live streams that I hate him. I want him to die. Though Neil, I am a big fan of Neil Pickup as well. What do you think about Devon versus Dennis? Wow, that is a big match. We're going to talk about that. We will definitely talk about that. So this stream is only about Devon, mostly Devon versus Hermes match and Devon's upcoming matches. The next stream, as soon as this one ends, will be the entire feedback of the East versus West 9 event. ELO ranking system has Levan, Vitali, Devon top 3. Vitali Laletin, man. We'll talk about that guy in the next stream. I need to control my feelings. Pradeep can beat Devon. Yeah, for sure I can. Seems odd, lose match with fouls, then Devon gets a flash pin. Strange things happen, I guess. Yeah, Pradeep versus Dennis Plankov. Stop it, guys. Even Hermes is a Devon fanboy, and that's the thing that probably cost him a lot in this super match. It cost him a lot. So first of all, let's discuss the direct things which are almost confirmed for Devon Larratt. The next super match for Devon is obviously Georgi Swetkov from Bulgaria. Georgi is no joke. Please don't judge him by the Travis Bagent left arm super match that happened in Moldova in 2018, where Travis absolutely smoked him. There is a big story behind that match. I'll probably upload that video on YouTube. I did a couple of videos, arm wrestling story time. I need to do part 3 of that. So that will be the story. And Georgi is strong, so there is a good chance that he may pin Devon Larratt. Devon is not going to have an easy day. He didn't have an easy day against Sandris, for sure. Against Jordan, he didn't get pinned, but his arm was like completely stretched. Probably got the best left-handed workout on the table. So Georgi is going to be probably tougher than both of those European arm wrestlers. Donald Trump, seems you changed your profile. Your favorite Devon to Dennis. So Georgi is next after that, and that is only a couple of days away from now. And the next match, so Neil is also improving, like the ability, not the ability, but the quality of his card slowly. Sonev beat Svetkov comfortably last time, by the way. When was that, brother? When was that? Give me year. Give me year. I don't think it was recent. Should Devon cut down his weight to fight Ongarbayev before he faces Dennis? Because Devon Larratt's ability on the left arm to force a hook may not be as good as Yordan Sonev. Devon is going to have to top roll Yordan. It wouldn't surprise me if Georgi beats Devon on the party arm, says Tall Paul Hutchins Jr. Tall Paul Hutchins Jr. Can he take hand off Devon? It may be a possibility, but I think Devon will somehow regain it towards the end of the movement and with his King's move. Proving astrology with a $5 super chat. When Devon said that he didn't think he could beat Hermes, I think he was referring to his view more than a year ago, but it was ambiguous. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. I'm not sure. Luke Pulcher in this event. There were some moments where Luke was really strict, and I personally liked that. I personally liked that. The referees definitely made some mistakes, like the way they grip, they gave grip to Rivas like this against Vitali. Totally unfair. We'll talk about these topics in the next video. But when Rivas started pulling on Vitali Lalitin, Luke was like really aggressive. That is something that I really liked. Yeah, Andrea, I do agree. And we don't know how easy, at least I have not done enough research to see how easy it is to, or how difficult should I say it is to top roll Georgi Svetkov, because Devon is going to top roll him, he's not going to hook him. The ref's grip was shit. Yeah, Hermes also created a lot of trouble. So after Georgi Svetkov on the left arm, let's discuss the left arm first. What is next for Devon? Devon is at, I don't think it was us fans or us YouTubers who created the sort of weak image of Devon Larratt's left arm. It was Devon himself who did that. And Devon's trajectory on the left arm is slowly going up really fast. Like at one time, at least I used to believe whatever Devon was saying, and I thought, man, Devon's left arm is nothing. It's like out of top 20 in the world. Devon is done. he's not so strong. And these are not some things that I assumed. These are some things that Devon was telling all of us. So Devon's left is also really great. For sure, top 10 in the world. For sure. And it is going to be difficult for anyone to beat him on the left arm as well. Very few guys who can beat Devon comfortable, in my opinion, on the left. Vitali Lalitin being one of them. Alex Kordecha can also get the job done. These tall, long lever guys. Travis, you outclassed the bum. Devon was coaching the ref. Yeah. But still Hermes' shoulder was springing back. So left arm match, Ivan Matushenko. The guy can force the hook, but maybe he can get a pin. He won't be able to beat Devon, but it will be cool to see that match as well. Evgeny Prudnik on the left arm. I think it can look somewhat similar to their right arm match. Will be fun to see. Alijan Muratov deserves the match before anyone else. Yeah, Engin wants people who can speak English. Maybe that's why he chose Georgi Svetkov, but that Alijan Muratov match was already kind of set. Devon talked about Alijan, and Alijan called out Devon from the East versus West stage. So I think that match also needs to happen as soon as possible. And now when I think of it, Georgi Svetkov was saying a month or so ago that he thinks that Devon's left arm is stronger than his right arm. And everyone was like, whoa, what the hell is Georgi saying? So right now, maybe he already decided that he's going to face Devon on the left. Is it because of that he was saying that Devon's left arm is stronger than his right? I cannot see any other reason why he would say that. Next match for Jerry Big Daddy Caderet. I think he should face Dave Chaffee. And by the way, I have not had the opportunity to watch the High Five event. I heard that Dave Chaffee got destroyed by Kamil Jablonski as well. What happened? I have the pay-per-view, but I have not. I tried to watch it, but it didn't load for me. today. I don't know what happened, but I heard that Chafee got beat by Kamil Jablonski as well. That's really terrible. Dave Chafee did say that he's going to think about whether he wants to continue or not after this match, and he lost this match. He lost this match. Yeah, Dave lost to Kamil Jablonski. Dave lost 3-0. Your video is making horizontal line across the screen, Pradeep. Yes, I can see that, and I don't know why. What's up with this? And I'm not sure if I can do something about that or not. Let me try to remove the HDMI cable. Maybe that will fix it, or maybe not. Dave is taking a long break here. Change background to dark theme. Tomorrow I'll get the green screen for sure, brother. So these were the left arm matches that I would love to see Devon compete in. I don't think Devon is going to be ready for Vitali or Alex Kurdecha, and especially now seeing the performances from Dadikyan, Evgeny Prudnik and Artem Morozov, I think Vitali is above all of these guys. I think Vitali beats all three of them. I'm not sure what you guys think, but I wouldn't want to see Devon versus Vitali on the left. Devon versus Vitali on the right can be a cool match. Pradeep, you are looking smart. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So these are the left-handed matches. No issue whatsoever on my end. Right now, I think it's fixed. It's fixed. Let's talk about the right arm, which is the main thing. So the things that are already confirmed for Devon. He has to face Denis Siplenkov in November. At first, few months ago, Devon talked about potentially cancelling this match or postponing the match. But right now it is happening. The match is on, which is a good thing. And Denis Siplenkov is looking serious. I was thinking that Devon is going to destroy Denis, and I think it's totally unrelated. I do know that. But if we look at it at that way, the way Denis controls Dadikyan easily and the way Dadikyan destroyed Irakli Zirakashvili, I mean, I know Devon can also do the same to Irakli, but or Dadikyan as well, but still it was impressive to see that from Dadikyan. That kind of raises the stock price of Denis Siplenkov without even competing. So Denis is the match, and then Devon actually said that I'm going to break you, Denis. I'll break you. And he wants the revenge. He did even mention that he tried to get that right-handed super match for almost 2 decades. It couldn't happen. Finally it is happening, and he's going to break him. That's what Devon Larratt said. I think it's going to be a long match. I still have Devon as the favorite. I may change it if I see something crazy from Denis in the next few days. Denis Siplenkov's pronation is looking insane, man. It's just like a hydraulic press. So right now, as of now, both Devon and Denis have a very similar strength or weapon in their arsenals. Pronation, King's move and endurance. Lately we have not seen Denis use the King's move. Actually, maybe the last time when we saw Denis use a King's move could have been like almost a decade ago. I don't remember. It was against Pushkar maybe in 2000. I don't know when. But he can bring that King's move back, especially when he's all about pronation. Roman making excuses for Rivas. Shocking. What is Roman saying? We'll talk about Rivas in the next live stream for sure. So Devon has to beat Denis in order to fulfill his dream of having 3 championships. He is already the 115 kg title holder. Then now he's the 115 plus kg, which means the super heavyweight title holder as well. And after that, he's going to be facing Ongarbayev as well. So if Denis beats Devon, then he takes Devon's super heavyweight title, and it's good for Denis as well. In his second match only, he once again gets to become the number 1 arm wrestler in the world. So if Devon takes that title from if Dennis takes that title from Devon, then I don't think there is much sense in Devon cutting down to 105 kilos and beating Ongarbayev, which I think he can do, which I think he has a great chance of not only cutting that weight but easily winning that title as well. So that match is, in my opinion, is probably going to happen only if Devon beats Denis Siplenkov, and after that I don't think he would have too much interest in defending that title. I think he'll just abandon that 105 kg category. Crazy opportunity for Dennis. Yeah, it's good for him. I just thought about it right now. So, Georgy Svetkov, then Denis Siplenkov, then Ongarbayev maybe. Gennady Kvikvinia is out of the equation. Thanks, 500 people have joined. You guys are amazing. Gennady is out of the equation because he recently had a bicep surgery, so he's also out for at least 6-7 months, and he may not be able to reach his peak maybe for almost a year. Thoughts on the claim that Rivas only lost because of fracture? So, why wouldn't you consider, I'm not saying you, but why wouldn't anyone else consider that as a strength? I mean, you broke someone's finger. What does that say about your grip strength? So Rivas lost because Vitali was strong enough to do that to him. Rivas behavior analysis, probably I will make a separate video about that. Payday, Hermes and Devon. Yeah, Devon, I heard that this time Devon got the highest payday that anyone has ever got for an arm wrestling match. I think I talked with Engin, and I'm not sure if I should say it here. If I remember it vaguely, that was almost a year ago, and he was like saying, maybe less than a year ago, that Devon and Hermes match is going to cost me, that one match alone is going to cost me more than $100,000. So you can assume how much Engin is paying these arm wrestlers. That match was worth more than $100,000. Hermes is not a warrior, give up before the start. We saw the Hermes Gasparini that we saw against Matt Mask yesterday. So we didn't see the Hermes that was arm wrestling Levan Saginashvili. I don't know what happened to his back pressure, why he decided to go sideways against Devon. Some sore losers. Dennis should have faced Vitali or someone else in top 10 before this upcoming match, but whatever. Looking strong. Dennis is looking strong. We will see what happens that day. What's your opinion about Hermes and Irakli? We'll talk about these in the later part of the stream. So, first of all, Devon mentioned that Hermes Gasparini should focus more on his wrist because he was targeting Hermes Gasparini's wrist. He knew that it is going to be his weak spot. You may remember Devon saying that you are strong, good pronation, good back pressure, but there is something wrong with your wrist. And he found that loophole. Devon found that loophole, and he just cracked Hermes Gasparini's wrist like butter wrist, like Hermes used to say to Zaur Pezulaev in the second round. And Devon said that initially he was assuming that Hermes is going to be stronger than him, but that wasn't the case. The power level was kind of equal, but Devon's efficiency was higher. His experience was much more. That's why he was able to utilize his experience to get into better positions, and he won the match comfortably because of that. And no, I didn't see Denis Siplenkov's story. Maybe I saw someone else share a Denis story. I don't remember exactly what happened. So Devon was saying that Engin asked Devon if he could have won without the press in the second round, and Devon did say that yes, he could have waited there. He didn't feel any danger from Hermes because of his flop press. He could have waited there and he could have still won, but this was a much more efficient move He thought about breaking Hermes Gasperini mentally. That's why he did that, and physically as well. I'm wondering if that show from Dadikian during the press conference was real now. Show from Dadikian. What did he do during the press conference? I firmly believe that this was rigged. No, I don't think so. Engin said that Hermes was about to cry when he lost. He felt so disappointed. He felt so sad. Why would it be rigged? I don't know. I don't know. The more I touch someone, the stronger I become. Because arm wrestling is not that easy to fake. The experienced arm wrestlers, maybe not me, but the more experienced arm wrestlers are going to know when a match is faked. But maybe then they're not going to speak about that because they want to have good connections as well. But this for sure was not faked. Is that moment going to come in the future where matches will be rigged for money? It's a possibility. It happens everywhere. So why not arm wrestling? But not now. Maybe not with the current set of arm wrestlers. In the future, we may see that. Push Prudnik. How Devon flashpinned Hermes 2 times in round 3. Yeah, that was amazing. That was literally amazing. They got a restart. Well, you got faked, Pradeep, with live interviews. Live interviews? I don't know. Okay, that armor story. Adrenaline hit Hermes. What happened with Dave? Dave Chaffee lost. He lost badly, I heard too. Kamil Jablonski, man, wasn't the 18-year-old Reno Masic beating Kamil Jablonski? So we have come to a point where Dave cannot even beat guys who can be beaten by 18-year-old arm wrestlers. Remember Arm Wars. So, guys, the highlight of Devon Larratt versus Hermes Gasperini was that Devon literally destroyed Hermes 3 pins to 0. I was personally really shocked and surprised to see that kind of dominance from Mr. No Limits Devon Larratt. I've congratulated Devon on WhatsApp. No, he has not seen the message yet. Usually when I send Devon a message, I get 2 blue ticks and maybe a reply from him as well if I asked some kind of question or if I sent him something important within like an hour at most. But Devon must be busy. He must be busy. The thing is, Devon is only 122 kilos. Yeah, he was heavier when he faced Gennady Quiquinha, but to me he was looking kind of skinny. This time, am I the only one who thinks that at least on camera he was looking like a little bit more fuller despite weighing less than the previous time he was on the East versus West stage? It did seem to me that both refs and Devon was tag teaming Hermes. First round, I think, yeah, Hermes was in a big disadvantage. And maybe that's why he started complaining so much. And after that, the setup was fair. In second round, I think the setup was slightly in favor of Hermes Gasperini and he was still complaining instead of just going and blasting through Devon's pronation sideways. When a guy is bigger than the sport, problems would show up. Larratt is bigger than the sport. Yeah, that's a good point, but I think Hermes was too much worried about the setup even before the match started. He kept on talking about that one topic only, and that doesn't suit the warrior, that doesn't suit the gladiator. Let's see, I've already recorded a video about Devon Larratt, what's next for Devon, so most of the points I've also discussed here as well, but it will include some other topics as well, so please watch that. Devon thanked a bunch of people. He said that I kind of gather all of the energy from the fans, from people who support me. So he thanked everyone. He thanked his doctor, Sean Pollock, what was his name? No, Sean Pollock was the South African bowler, I think. But Dr. Pollock. And he thanked him because he was the first one who did like 3 surgeries on Devon's right elbow more than a decade ago. and he's thanked his sponsors, Vitasel Biologics. Engin, it's getting, this moment is getting out of hand. Whenever Devon does something, Engin is like, yeah, stem cells. It is happening because of stem cells. No, it is not happening because of stem cells. I don't think so. Engin never misses to say this, never misses to bring up this stem cell topic, no matter what Devon is saying, no matter what Devon is doing. Because I think Engin, Peter, thanks for joining, brother. Because Engin, maybe he's also remembering his young days when he used to be so explosive, joints used to be healthy, and in his own mind, he's hoping that when he goes to USA to get those stem cells, he's also going to perform like Devon Larratt. He's going to be like 25 years old once again, and that's why his mind is telling that everything Devon is able to do right now is because of the stem cell treatment. I don't think it is true. I don't think it is true. Let's create a poll in the chat. I've not even thought yet what I want to ask you guys, but let's try. So in April, Levan is going to return. So we have, I'm not connected that wire. Okay. How can I miss that? Maybe I thought I'm not going to need this laptop. So basically the question is, in April, let's say Devon is still the man. Devon is able to beat Denis Siplenkov. Then in April we are going to see, I think we are going to see Devon versus Levan once again. So who wins that super match? That is the question. Who wins in April? Devon, Levan. That is assuming that Devon is able to beat Denis Siplenkov. 526 people are watching. Thank you guys. I think this is a good ad for stem cells. I think this is the record for the non-live stream commentary. 516 people. I've never had that many people watching any live stream. We can continue this Devon versus Hermes Gasparini topic in the next live stream as well for some time. When I end this live, you guys will be automatically transferred to that other live stream that I've scheduled. Engin is living through Devon's life. Okay, living through Devon's life. Say something about Devon's strength. Devon Larratt's pronation is out of this world. The man's wrist doesn't go back. I think it used to happen. Hermes was saying that I've never lost my wrist. Then Devon reminded him that he lost his wrist to Levan, he lost his wrist to Alex Kudecha, to Matt Mask. Then Devon said that actually I don't lose my wrist. And now that we think of it, he was kind of flat. Maybe his wrist was slightly back against Levan in that first round. After that, Levan was beating him kind of comfortably because of that injury. So we cannot take that into account too much. How much will Larratt pay for Levan? 100k? Yeah, his price is rising really fast. Really fast. Devon Larratt, I think 2021, right before the Michael Todd match, was the best time to invest in Devon Larratt stocks because he was ill. He had that pulmonary embolism, whatever that is, that disease, and he was down and out. But he returned. Like at that time, Devon Larratt stocks were available at the cheapest price in like more than a decade. Since then, he's rising up and up and up. Devon versus Hermes on left. What is your opinion? I would like to see that match. Devon is going to win that left-handed match as well. But I think the first round is going to be really interesting. Many fangirls. Devon is the favorite. Devon is the favorite against Levan once again. Wow. Who wins in April? And that's once again assuming that Devon is going to beat Denis Siplenkov. Devon versus Hermes on the left. What is your opinion? I already discussed that. Devon is arm wrestling god. So his strength, somebody talked about it. Now he's focusing on his riser more than ever. His pronation is, I think, not probably, but definitely the best in the world as of now when Levan is not there. His cupping is not the same as Levan. That's one aspect where Devon is lacking. And the king of the table match was straight to the straps. Now I think they have to slip to get to the straps. And slipping against Levan is not going to be that easy. Devon may face small difficulties trying to slip against Levan. How much have you lifted on the riser? I think 25 kilos. So whatever that is. 55 pounds, 56 pounds, not sure. Devon versus Dennis on the left when Dennis fully heals his left. That's going to be cool as well. That match, I think it is going to happen. Maybe 2024 late part. That match may also happen. We want to see that one. But he was a stronger versus Gennady. Okay. Thoughts on John versus Alexei. When this match was initially announced, I was like, John is going to destroy Alexei Vovoda. And right now, I'm kind of the opposite way. I think Alexei is the favorite, especially after seeing his lifts, especially after seeing how strong he is right now, especially after seeing how difficult it is to top roll him. And John's inside game is not that strong anymore. John is for sure not going to top roll him. The match may be somewhat kind of flat wristed, and Vovoda may also not be able to hook John. That is also a possibility. But man, it is going to be a rough day for John. Not easy. Not easy. Neil, yeah, I want to talk about Neil for a second here. Maybe in the next video. I said that in that video you must have watched, I would love to see, the first thing that I want to see, the most important, is John getting some easier matches, not matches against Devon or Dennis or Alexei Vovoda. I want him to get easier matches that he can win, and we can enjoy seeing the GOAT pull and win on the table. The second option, I will say, which is better in my opinion than losing again and again and again back-to-back matches, is to quit arm wrestling. But the first priority was always like, give him easier matches. We want to see the man compete. We want to see him win. And Neil in his live stream was like, well, Pradeep was saying that John Brzezinski should quit arm wrestling no matter how much he enjoys the sport. I was like, did I say that? Neil talks so respectfully, and he was like, sometimes he changes the words that you were saying, and it is so in a so nice, calm, soothing manner that I may myself think, man, did I actually say that? I was like, no, Neil is hypnotizing us. Gagan Khera, thank you, brother. Why Alexei and Dennis not practicing together? They used to practice a lot. They will once again, I guess. They will once again. Jude Dubois, thanks, brother. Thank you for the $5 Canadian super chat. Matt Mask is going to be next world champion CA. Okay, Canada. Where? In which weight category, brother? Matt Mask, some people were saying Matt needs to face Devon Larratt. Why? Matt needs to face Levan again, actually. Why? Because then Devon is going to avenge his little brother's loss. So when did it start? Do you guys remember all of the names? At first, I think Todd Hutchings beat Matt, and then Devon beat Todd Hutchings. It started there. We're talking about the last 4 or 5 years. And after that, I think it was... who it was? Evgeny Prudnik and Jordan Sonev and Sandris Sedis. Now Hermes Gasparini. I think I'm missing one more name. So if people are saying that Matt Mas should go and lose to Levan, then Devon is going to beat Levan. That's the only way. Matt should challenge Levan first and then Devon will win. Yeah, exactly what we were talking about. John is 60. He can lose for the rest of his career. His legacy is absolutely cemented regardless of what happens from now. Yeah, I do realize that, brother. And I do also realize that this is applicable to only one person in every single sport. And fortunately, John is that guy. No one else can afford to lose matches back to back. Neil Pickpocket. It really wasn't necessary to even mention that John should retire. Devon beat Hutchings before Matt Mask lost to him. Okay. Interesting. An extremely dramatic main event yesterday, another great catalyst of conversation in the sport. Fresh off the plane from Istanbul and absolutely ruined, but last night was a pivotal event. Neil, I hope you heard what we just talked about you about 4 minutes ago. I want to see Devon Larratt Superman version. So, summary, guys, once again, before I end this live stream, Devon Larratt defeated Hermes Gasparini. The first round, Devon won on fouls because Hermes was totally unsettled in the grip. In Super Chat missed? No. No way, bro. Nope. I didn't miss any Super Chat. So, if I'm being honest, and that is me being the fan of Hermes Gasparini, I think he had a slight disadvantage only in the first round, and in the second round, from what I saw from the untrained eyes, that maybe Hermes also had a little bit advantage in the second setup, but he was complaining so much, he was moving so much in the referee's grip. Either he should learn how to maybe cheat in the setup without the referees knowing it, because according to him, Devon was doing that. And if the referees knew that Devon is doing something wrong, they would have tried to stop Devon, but they didn't. So according to the referees, Devon was doing okay. But Hermes Gasparini was moving so much. If I was there, I would have fouled Hermes Gasparini out before the referees did. Do you think Devon can flop Dennis' wrist? Man, Denis Saplenkov's wrist doesn't go back. It just doesn't go back. Yeah, but if Dennis maintains a good position, when he goes sideways, when he hits sideways, Devon's King's move is for sure going to flop Denis Saplenkov's wrist. We will see what happens after that. Saplenkov versus Devon. Dennis is, the thing is that the way Hermes was super nervous, he was shaking before the go against Devon. He was literally like trembling. That was nervousness. Dennis is not going to feel that way. So Dennis will apply whatever he has for Devon Larratt, and it is going to be an interesting match. Alexei took too much time off. So the second round, inside the straps, they slipped, went to the straps, and Hermes immediately flopped, got his wrist flopped by Devon, and it was one-way traffic after that. The third round, once again, Devon flopped Hermes Gasparini's wrist. This time he was able to get behind his shoulder, and when he got behind his shoulder, looked like maybe Hermes can do to Devon what he did to Levan, but Devon was smart enough that he didn't have to wait there. He just immediately stood up, got behind his shoulder, and he put too much weight on Hermes Gasparini's arm that literally no one can stop that kind of pressure. So Devon won 2-1. The third round, there was one moment where Hermes started calling Devon out. He was like, come here, come in a hook. Devon went in a hook against Hermes, and Devon's arm opened immediately. And to be fair, Devon knew this was coming. Devon was always saying that I don't trust people, I have trust issues, you're going to go for top roll. And as soon as Hermes got Devon in a hook, he went sideways, and then his arm opened up. And as soon as Devon's arm opened, Hermes immediately applied a ton of pronation that Devon's wrist also flopped. Devon's wrist also went back. So Devon knew that was coming, that Hermes is going to not just try to finish the match in a hook. He will try to top roll his way out of that hook as soon as he sees the opportunity. Let me go to viewer activity. Neil Pickup is saying probably tomorrow night with Devon and Georgi from Manchester. Next stop, Armwars Dark Card. Armwars Dark Card is tomorrow, Neil? I thought it is like Wednesday. Tuesday, not Wednesday. Okay. Okay, proving astrology. Was that the super chat that I missed? $5 super chat. When Devon said no, it didn't, referring to a year ago. No, I did not miss any super chat, bro. Stop confusing me. Tomorrow they talk, I guess. Okay. Tomorrow they talk. Yep, I heard it, mate. I am a hypnotist. Yeah, you hypnotized me. I was like, yeah, I kind of said that, but I didn't say it in that way. Like, you confused me, Neil. I was like, bro, I mentioned like three parts of that conversation, and that was only one part of what I mentioned. When will you upload? Why would I upload the matches? Okay, Neil, you're talking with Neil. I thought you were talking about the East versus West matches. So Neil the is someone who has the most gap between the pay-per-view events and him uploading on the YouTube. Maybe 1 month. Neil podcast today. I was rooting for Hermes Gasparini. I was also rooting for Hermes, but I was happy to see Devon win as well. Devon versus Dennis might be a King's move versus King's move. Interesting. That's going to be amazing. So, guys, Devon is happy. He thanked all of us for supporting him. He's the super heavyweight champion in Levan's absence. He would like to continue his title reign till the time Levan is back on the table. If he beats Denis Siplankov, then he will go down to face Ongarbayev, and then maybe in April he may have a match against Levan. I don't see any other suitable opponent for Levan. If Denis beats Devon, then for sure Denis versus Levan is the match to happen in April next year. And to be honest, if Denis beats Devon now, I think in April he may be able to beat Levan as well. What do you guys think? If Devon loses to Denis now, if Denis is so strong even now that he's able to beat Devon, then I think he may be able to beat Levan in April. Devon versus Georgi will be available to all Armwars YouTube channel members, all tiers in September. Yeah, we did discuss that, Neil, that you are upping the level of those Devon Larratt matches every single time. So Andres was amazing. This one is amazing as well. So guys, thanks for watching. Don't go anywhere. It will immediately switch to the next live stream where we'll discuss the East versus West matches. I showed you an ad, I guess. Let me just quickly start that other live stream as well. Till that time, I forgot that I need to open that page first, and then maybe you'll be able to go there. Let's see, if I end this, will you guys be transferred there?